Hey everyone, this is Mark Ryan coming at you with another video. Now, maybe you heard the thing that I think is Tim Chalice came out with years and years ago. Hey, Joel Osteen or Fortune Cookie. Well, this is a different game show, but it is Marcus Rogers or hey, is it Miss Cleo? And so what's going to happen, it's pretty clear. I'm going to read a quote, and it's going to be a very loose quote because if I read it word for word, we'd all know who it is, especially if, had the Jamaican accent, even though Miss Cleo actually is not Jamaican, I guess. And she's not from Jamaica. I think she's born in LA in, California. So I'm going to read a quote. It's going to be very loose in my own words. And then, hey, you make your guess. Hey, is it Marcus Rogers? Is it Miss Cleo? Or I do trick questions. It could be both. It could be neither. This is kind of like theology class. I had a theology professor who, in a lot of his exams, would have a bunch of different choices. Then the last choice would be trick question. Hey, none of those answers are right because of whatever reasons. So I'm going to try to trick you. There's about 10 questions. Hey, if you miss one, you have if you get them all right, you get an A. Miss one, B. Miss two, C. Let us know what grade you get, how many you get right in the comments below. But hey, with that, let's get started. Now, just to build your self-esteem, because hey, I'm all about self-esteem on this channel. I'm gonna give you a couple easy ones that hey, you got to get these right. But hey, maybe they're trick questions too. So keep that in mind. But some easy ones for you. You should get these ones right if you've been following what's going on here. So here's the first one. And again, all of these are going to be very loose quotes in my words. So question one, hey, what you got to do is you got to stick your head in a garbage can full of water so that you cannot breathe. And after you do it, hey, this anointing, it is going to come upon you. And make sure that you videotape yourself doing this so millions of people can see it. That's what you got to do. So, hey, that's our first quote. Who said it? Is that Marcus Rogers or is that Miss Cleo? Give you a second to think about it, lock in your answer, or hey, it could be a trick question actually. So hey, easy one for you. That was Marcus God told me Rogers, who said, hey, God told me to stick my head in a garbage can full of water, and he recorded it for lots of people to see. So hopefully you got the first question right. Again, we're building your self-esteem for at least the first couple questions, because it's going to get harder pretty soon. I don't think that you will know who's who or which quote is from who. So let's keep going. Now, here's another easy one, or hey, it could be a trick question. Who knows? But question number two, this person, hey, would speak in front of a lot of different people and just major con artist, major scanner. Which one are we talking about? Marcus Rogers or Miss Cleo? Who knows? But what would happen is people would come forward and sue this individual or their corporation or nonprofit or whatever they had. And so eventually they had to put a disclaimer on, hey, you gotta be 18 or older. And hey, this is just for entertainment purposes only. Who am I talking about? Am I talking about Miss Cleo, Marcus Rogers, or trick question? Lock in your answer and I'll tell you. And hey, I brought receipts today. So the answer would be for this one, Miss Cleo. And so this is one of the disclaimers on one of the commercials that she had. Hey, the first 3 minutes of this psychic reading, hey, it's free. Then after that, it's going to cost you $5 a minute after that. Hey, you got to be 18 or older. And what is it? Hey, this is for entertainment only. Don't take this stuff seriously. And honestly, I think that Marcus Rogers should probably have this same disclaimer. First of all, if you're a parent and you're bringing teenagers or kids to listen to Marcus Rogers, man, what's wrong with you? Like, what is wrong with you? It's one thing to deceive grown adults, grown men and women. It's a completely different thing and angers me to a whole new level when you're deceiving kids. At least Miss Cleo has the integrity not to go mislead kids. Marcus Rogers, he doesn't have that kind of integrity, right? Much less integrity in that sense than Miss Cleo. Let's get that right. But beyond that, hey, for entertainment only, Miss Cleo ran that disclaimer. I don't think Marcus Rogers could, because blaspheming God, there's no entertainment in that. So, hey, question number 2, the answer is Miss Cleo. Let's get to number 3 now. I don't get nervous. They get nervous after I start pulling everything out of their closet and telling them, hey, what's going on here? So, hey, Marcus Rogers, Miss Cleo, or is this a trick question? Lock in your answer. And hey, the answer is... Actually, I brought the receipt. Let's just listen to it.
Oh, Green?
Danelle, what's your question?
I was just wondering, there's a lot of skeptics in the audience, and though we see and feel that you're real and you have this compassion for us, like she was saying, I was wondering how you do explain to somebody, even after they're read, they're still skeptic about it. How do you tell them that you're really telling them the truth? I mean, how do you
know what's funny? I never have to. Because you know what? They come back day later, 2 days later, 2 weeks later, tell me everything. So skeptics now worry me because me, I know what I know. Me, I know what I believe. You understand me? They're the ones that get nervous after me, I pull everything out of their closet. And
okay, so hey, did you guess Miss Cleo on this one? Did you get it right? Wasn't a trick question. Wasn't Marcus Rogers? Miss Cleo. Let's move on to... All right, so we're on to question number 4. Again, Miss Cleo, Marcus Rogers. Trick question, who knows? But here's the next very loose quote. It's, hey, we're about to enter the beginning of this new kind of age, and it's going to be the end of kind of things as we know it as we enter this new age. And hey, like God has told me, or maybe it's the spirits, the cards, whatever, it's spoken to me, and President Trump is going to be the next president. He is going to win the presidency. And at first, when I came to know this, I was thinking, man, is this such a good idea? I don't get it. But this is going to be used to accomplish really good things in the future. So, hey, is this Miss Cleo, Marcus Rogers? Trick question. Lock in your answer, and we'll get into it. So let's see the answer.
To you, tell me about it.
No matter what happens over the next few hours and days, everyone remain calm. This is not the end, but only the end of the world as we know it. Not only is this not the end, but this is barely the beginning of the kingdom age. There had been preliminary words over the last 4 years, so that was just building on the previous words from the first time the Lord spoke to me about President Trump, that he was going to win, and I wasn't sure he was making a wise decision when he said that.
But hey, trick question. Hopefully I got you on this one. Hopefully you heard Trump, president, and thought Marcus Rogers. Well, gotcha. Johnny Enlow, actually. There's a lot of people who predicted Donald Trump would be reelected, and hey, they were wrong, obviously. So let's get to the next one. So that's Johnny Enlow, I believe, and he's on Sid Roth's show. I'll probably do a video on Sid Roth sometime. But Johnny Enlow he wrote a book on the 7 mountains theology. Basically, there's 7 mountains that Christians have to conquer, take over. Be like entertainment would be one, the media, education, the government, those kind of things. And Christians need to capture those 7 mountains and then bring in the return of Jesus Christ. Essentially, something like that, basically. All right, so we're on to question number 5. How are you doing so far? Question number 5. Hey, who said this? Marcus Rogers, Miss Cleo, trick question. There is going to be an earthquake in California. So it's kind of like a prediction. Well, who predicted it? Marcus Rogers, Miss Cleo, or trick question. Lock in your answer. This is pretty good, by the way. I mean, this is like saying, hey, I've got a word, and you know what? There's gonna be snow in Montana in 2022. Well, anyone could guess this, right? Anyone could predict this kind of thing and probably be right, most definitely be right. I'd be shocked if you weren't right. So again, the prediction is, hey, there's going to be an earthquake in California. Like, watch out. Miss Cleo, Marcus Rogers, lock in your answer. And hey, the answer is Marcus Rogers. This is from his channel. A video titled "There Will Be an Earthquake in California." Very shocking. I'm sure no one ever expected an earthquake ever to happen anytime ever in California. Very shocking. But to be fair to Marcus Rogers, actually in this video, he's talking about a spiritual earthquake thing. I don't think he's actually predicting a physical earthquake, though sometimes I watch his videos, to be honest, and I don't understand him. I don't get what he's saying. I scratch my, hey, did you pull out a snake or not? I still don't get that. I think it's a spiritual snake, but anyways, go watch that video if you want. But anyways, I don't think it's an actual real physical earthquake that he's talking about. I think it's a spiritual earthquake that Marcus Rogers is talking about, to be fair to him. Of course, again, you could say the same thing anywhere on planet Earth, right? Hey, God's speaking to me spiritually or something, and there's going to be an earthquake in Montana. He's going to shake the spiritual world in Montana. You could say that probably anywhere that people breathe or live, anywhere, that there'll be a spiritual earthquake going on. And so I think it's just as laughable and ludicrous and not shocking, basically. All right, we're on to question number 6. Hey, again, Marcus Rogers, Miss Cleo, or trick questions. I love throwing in trick questions. Anyways, hey, question number 6. Hey, you better do what I'm telling you to do, or else I'm going to come visit you in your dreams. So, hey, is this Miss Cleo? Is this Marcus Rogers? Trick question. Lock in your answer. And hey, the answer is, let me bring up the receipt actually. And hey, let's see which one it is now.
May I come see you next week in your dreams if you're not doing what I told you to do?
Okay.
Bye-bye, baby.
Wow. You know,
All right, so the answer to question number 6, hey, is Miss Cleo. Hopefully got some people there. Question number 7. Now, this is a very, very long, very loose quote, but hey, is it Marcus Rogers, Miss Cleo, or a trick question? And so there's going to be different objects here, and maybe it's one of Marcus Rogers' object lessons, or Miss Cleo uses like tarot cards. And so maybe these are like cards that she is seeing and interpreting, or it's Marcus Rogers interpreting these objects for his object lessons that, hey, he does all of the time. So here's the very loose quote. It says, hey, it is time for you to forgive yourself and get past other people's opinions. You got to stop doing that. I see this, hey, it's a gate. So maybe it's a real gate with Marcus Rogers, or maybe it's a gate card, a tarot card. And hey, imagine this gate, or look at it, and it's people's opinions of you. There's another card or thing, and hey, it's freedom. And you got people throwing their past in your face. So you're too afraid to enter this gate to get to freedom. And you need to forget other people's opinions and enter this gate. Oh, then I also see, hey, there's something else. I also see these footprints, and they're right here. It's the card, or it's maybe actual footprints. Who knows? You gotta stop punishing yourself, and you gotta forgive yourself so that you can walk in, hey, these footprints that will lead you to freedom. Oh, this is good. Hey, is that Marcus Rogers, Miss Cleo, or a trick question? Hey, pause if you need to. Lock in your answer, and I brought the receipt, so we'll watch it. Hey.
And then I go inside. Check this out. It's time for you to forgive yourself. The first thing you need to do.
Yep, the answer to this one, hey, Marcus Rogers, hopefully you got it wrong, because I don't want people to get a 10 out of 10 on it.
Is get past people's opinions. So imagine this gate right here, right? This is people's opinions of you. All right? So imagine that on the other side of this is your freedom, right? But you out here in the cold and you freezing and you just feel too dirty, right? And you got people who keep throwing your past in your face. You got people who keep throwing your mistakes in your face. So it's built this gate and you feel like, man, I'm too dirty to go inside. I'm too messed up to go inside. The first thing you need to do is realize that you have freedom through Christ and that people's opinions cannot get you into heaven. People's opinions cannot get you more anointing. And so you got to say, you know what? I'm pushing past this. I don't care what you think about me. Boom. That's the first step. All right. Now check this out. Look, it's footprints in the ground. Many people, successful people, have done this. They've walked this path. I got to get.
So let me know in the comments, hey, did I trick anyone with this one? Let me know if you got this one wrong, because this is probably the one I put the most effort into. So let me know if you got this one wrong.
Get past people's opinions. Now I'm cold out here. Some of you, it's not people that is keeping you from being everything that God has called you to be and walking in the blessings that he has for you. It's yourself. You've been sitting out here in the cold punishing yourself. I'm not going to chase my dream. I'm not going to get into that new relationship. I'm never going to love again because, you know what, something's wrong with me. I just messed it up. I'm stupid. I'm dumb. I got all this condemnation on me. So you punish yourself.
All right, so now we're on to question number 8. Hey, Marcus Rogers, Miss Cleo, or trick question. So this person's talking to a group of people and saying, hey, I know, either because, hey, like the Spirit of God is in me, and so I just know, or hey, I'm psychic, one of the two, or it could be a trick question, but hey, I know that there are people who do not believe me right now, or are skeptical right now, don't believe what I am saying. And if you are a skeptic or an unbeliever, then raise your hand right here, right now. And if you're lying, I am going to know whether or not you're lying or not, either because I'm psychic or because, hey, I have the Spirit of God within me and he tells me whether you are lying or not. And so, hey, I'll give you a moment to think. Trick question. Miss Cleo, Marcus Rogers, which one is it? And of course, hey, I brought the receipt. Let's see.
Never gonna love again because, you know what, something's wrong with me. I just messed it up. I'm stupid. I'm dumb. I got all this condemnation on me. So you punish yourself.
It's up to you.
You know what? I'm going to be a bad girl. The young lady there asked about skeptics. All the skeptics, raise your hand. The real ones, I will know who is lying.
Come on. Put 'em
Yeah,
up.
she won't put it
Put 'em
up now. She won't put it up now.
Okay. There you go.
Oh, yeah,
Bitch.
yeah. Yeah, yeah.
For all of you at home, I need to let you know
Make
that
her.
this woman, I don't know her name yet. What is your name? What is your name? Surreal. Surreal.
Oh, surreal.
I know, she was a
what
skeptic
a
during the
wonderful.
Okay, so now they're basically going to bring her down, and Miss Cleo's going to do a reading with her and try to turn her into not a skeptic, but a believer, actually. And hey, Marcus Rogers actually kind of does the same thing. Hey, you might not believe what I'm saying, but just come down to Fireside and we'll turn these skeptics into real believers. So hey, Miss Cleo tries to fool people and make them, skeptics into people that actually believe. Marcus Rogers does the same exact thing that, hey, the con artist Miss Cleo does. Hey, they have something in common, I guess. Question number 9 now. Marcus Rogers, Miss Cleo, or hey, trick question maybe. I think I've only done one. But here it is. And this is pretty much a direct quote, kind of word. I think it's word for word, but I've got the receipt anyway. Hey, who said it? I am obligated by what I believe in to be honest. Truth is neither brutal or soft. It simply is. So again, hey, lock in your answer, and I brought the receipt again. And so you have just a moment to lock in your answer, and pause if you need. We're going though.
See, you're a friend.
You know, people ask you such personal things. Do you always tell them everything, both the negative and the positive, or do you kind of hold back some things?
I am obligated by what I believe in to be honest. Truth is neither brutal or soft. It simply is. You pass.
All right, so the answer to number 9 was Miss Cleo, obviously. And that brings us to the last question. Hey, how are you doing? Has this been pretty hard? Let me know. Should I made it harder in the comments? Too hard or just right? Let me know. But we're on to question number 10. And again, hey, Miss Cleo, Marcus Rogers, maybe a trick question. And I'm going to read this again, a loose quote so that it's not a giveaway, okay? Hey, I was shown in a revelation when I saw like your photo, and hey, I saw things around you. I saw these blessings, but I also saw spiritual attacks holding on to, I think, these blessings. I saw these powers in the realm of the spirit, and they were monitoring and plotting delay in your life with an evil mirror and a motive to destroy. So that's part of the quote. Hey, loose quote again. Lock in your answer, Miss Cleo, Marcus Rogers, or is it hey, trick question? 3, 2, 1. And well, hey, what is the answer? Anyways, hey, it's up on the screen. Let me read the last part of the quote that I left out, okay? So it goes on to say, hey, but as I speak to you right now, it is time for your liberation. Isn't that nice? And total breakthrough. Render a hand of favor with anything you can afford to these motherless orphans in Nigeria. Before 2 days with faith, as I rise my hands toward heaven and pray for you, they shall serve as a point of contact. Blah, blah, blah. It gives a phone number, different things like that. There's a Bible verse in it too. And so the answer to this one is not Miss Cleo. It's actually not even Marcus Rogers. It is a trick question. Why? Because this is a scam thing. And when I was first reading this, I was like scratching my head. Hey, this sounds exactly like something Marcus Rogers would say. And then I showed it to a friend. And they're like, I see these scam things like all the time. Or this isn't the first one I've seen. So, hey, this is actually a trick question. It's not actually Marcus Rogers. I'm guessing that might be a fake profile with his name or something. Who knows what it is. It's not him though. But I hope I got you on this question. Because this one had some effort in it too. But again, let me know in the comments, hey, what's your grade? If you got them all right, that's an A. And you actually win something. You get to subscribe to my channel. So click the subscribe button. And hey, if you're already subscribed, then hit the like button. And hey, because I'm woke today, I guess, and hey, you're all winners. No matter if you got 0 out of 10, 10 out of 10, y'all get to subscribe to the channel. Going woke, you're all winners. Anyways, hey, maybe we'll do something like this again. I enjoyed making this kind of video, actually. Because the first time I saw Joel Osteen or Fortune Cookie, I was laughing so hard. I was laughing out of my chair. And that came out like over 10 years ago, I think. But hey, tell me what you got, your grade down in the comments, how many you got right out of 10. And with that, I will see you in the next video. Again, very loose quotations throughout the video. Want to make that clear, but I will see you in the next video.